Plants can talk to each other. Well, maybe not exactly talk, but plants can certainly communicate. Plant life is able to use chemical compounds to signal to each other and to insects. Join us on Brainy Bits as we delve into the fascinating world of plant communication and discover the incredible ways in which plants warn each other of potential threats. Trees, it turns out, have a secret way of communicating with each other to warn of danger. When a tree is injured, it releases special chemicals into the air. These chemicals can travel to nearby healthy trees and activate defense mechanisms inside their cells. A recent study has shed light on this fascinating process. Scientists found that the chemicals released by injured trees can penetrate the tissues of neighboring trees. Once inside, these chemicals trigger a response that prepares the healthy tree to defend itself against potential threats, like insect attacks or drought. This discovery could have significant implications for agriculture and environmental protection. By understanding how trees communicate and respond to threats, scientists and farmers may be able to intervene early and help trees better withstand stressors. The lead researcher of the study, Masatsugu Toyota, explained that this is the first time researchers have been able to visualize plant-to-plant communication. This means that we now have a clearer picture of how trees talk to each other to stay safe. In the future, scientists hope to use this knowledge to help plants cope with challenges more effectively. For example, they may be able to develop techniques to hijack this communication system. By doing so, they could potentially alert entire forests to activate defense mechanisms against threats like drought or other environmental dangers. In the 1980s, the concept of talking trees began to gain attention. Two ecologists conducted an experiment involving willow and alder trees to see how the trees would react to caterpillars and webworms placed on their branches. They discovered that the trees responded to the attack by producing chemicals that made their leaves less appealing and harder to digest for insects. This defense mechanism is a way for the trees to protect themselves from being eaten. When insects attack, the trees can sense the damage and activate their defense system. By producing these chemicals, the trees make themselves less desirable as food, which can help them survive insect attacks. In addition to the fascinating discovery of trees communicating through chemical defenses when under attack, researchers also found something even more intriguing. They observed that healthy trees of the same species, located quite far away, around 30 to 40 meters from the damaged trees and with no physical root connections, also began producing the same chemical defenses to protect against potential insect invasions. This phenomenon suggests that trees might be communicating with each other over long distances, possibly through the air or other means not yet fully understood. This kind of long-range communication implies a level of coordination and cooperation among trees that was previously unknown. Similar findings were reported by another pair of scientists who studied damaged sugar maple and poplar trees. In the early days of research, scientists began to suspect that trees were communicating with each other through the air using chemical signals, a phenomenon now known as plant eavesdropping. Over the last 40 years, researchers have observed this form of cell-to-cell communication in more than 30 plant species, including lima beans, tobacco, tomatoes, sagebrush, and flowering plants in the mustard family. Plant ecologist André Kessler, who was not part of the study, noted that there was some controversy in the field regarding how these compounds were absorbed by the plants and how they influenced the plant's metabolism upon detection. Recent research has helped shed light on these questions, providing a better understanding of the mechanisms behind plant communication and defense. Kessler noted that this study helped address long-standing questions. Plants lack ears and eyes, but they communicate by releasing chemicals called volatile organic compounds, which we can smell. These compounds serve various purposes, such as attracting pollinators or repelling predators. When a plant is injured, it emits a class of compounds known as green leafy volatiles. In their recent study, Toyota and his team manually crushed leaves and introduced caterpillars to Arabidopsis mustard or tomato plants. This was done to stimulate the release of different green leafy volatiles. They then exposed healthy plants to these individual scents to observe their reactions. To monitor the responses of the healthy plants, the team genetically modified them to fluoresce calcium ions when activated inside their cells. Calcium signaling is crucial for cellular functions in many organisms, including humans. In humans, when an electrical signal is sent to our motor neurons, ion channels open, allowing calcium to enter. This increase in calcium can trigger the release of neurotransmitters, leading to muscle contractions in muscle cells. Toyota explained that calcium signaling plays a similar role in plants. Depending on the plant, It can trigger messages to close its leaves or initiate the digestion of an insect. Researchers discovered that out of many tested green leafy volatiles, only 2 increased calcium ions inside plant cells. These compounds were found to be absorbed through the stomata, the plant's leaf pores, which are crucial for gas exchange during photosynthesis. The increase in calcium signaling in guard cells, which form the stomata, acts as a switch for the plant to activate its defense responses. This includes producing proteins that deter insects from feeding on them, leading to potential digestive issues for the insects. This discovery suggests that plants could be primed to defend against threats preemptively, similar to giving them a vaccine. By exposing healthy plants to compounds found in insect-damaged plants, farmers may reduce the need for pesticides. This could also help plants cope better with drought by signaling them to retain more water. Further research aims to understand why only 2 specific compounds could trigger calcium signaling. Scientists also seek to identify the receptors in plants that respond to these compounds, which may vary based on their chemical structure. Additionally, plants can tailor their responses to specific herbivores, a behavior that researchers find intriguing and indicative of plant intelligence. Understanding these mechanisms challenges our understanding of the natural world. If you found this video intriguing, give it a thumbs up and let us know in the comments what you think about plants' communication abilities. Share this video with your friends to spread knowledge about this amazing aspect of nature. Don't forget to subscribe to Brainy Bits for more fascinating insights into the wonders of the natural world. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching.